But I just wanted you guys to kind of know what happened after the BJ's.
Don't be so careless with your balls.
Your love, I'm gonna make you mine. There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
Alright, so we are on the road now, leaving home. About what? We wanted to leave at 11:15. So that's an hour and 45 minutes later than we wanted to leave. But we ate breakfast.
Parents, how many parents can
did some stuff.
Like, you have plans?
It's not all Kellan though. Like most of it is like time management. But regardless, we're on the road. Yeah, I don't know why you got so close to the truck.
No, we all went around. I was close.
Yeah, you look like you got kind of close to the Mack truck, like you tried telling
what they were doing. I just didn't realize there's somebody in there like actively sitting there. $200,000 summer savings.
Because it's like 120 over what it should be. Okay. You gonna learn, bruh. Yeah, we're finally hitting the road now. Regardless of being later than we wanted to. It's beautiful looking day right now. We are going to get some errands done, try to have some fun, and still get back in time to sort out dinner, get Kellan to sleep, and finally get back to recording on our BS.
Yes, yay! I'm super excited. Are you excited? Like, I'm super excited.
I want to get it. I really want to get back to doing that
because we have so many topics that we wanted to like bring to you. There's some nursing topics that we wanted to discuss. Dan will tell you all about all that, like, you know.
Yeah, so that's gonna be, if you're not familiar, we're basically doing like a sit down. Yes, I know everybody and their mother has like a podcast style conversation, but it's not going to, for right now, be on a podcast that you can download. I guess you could just play the video and, you know, play the audio in your car if you were listening to it. But it's gonna just be a conversation. It's gonna be different.
And they have a flag too.
Yeah. Like those things are. Yeah. What just happened is we just drove past somewhere, like right outside of our gate, where somebody has like a Confederate flag, and some people look at that like, oh, I remember in high school there were kids trying to say, oh, it's just Southern pride and all of that, and I'm like, no. Because if you really know the history of that flag, it has nothing to do with that. Like, you wouldn't be wearing that flag. There's a different flag you'd be wearing. And it's just all, at this point in time, it's marked with, you know, even if you had ties to it and thought growing up that it meant something, it means something totally different to a whole subset of people. So for me, it's just, why continue? Unless you're trying to convey that kind of message, and fair play to you if you're trying to convey that kind of message, because
so playing devil's advocate, right? If there's something about Jamaican heritage that you're like, you know what, someone came out and was like, you know what, the history of like our national garb, our like red, white, and blue national garb like print that we have in Jamaica, and they're like, you know what, that was actually like what the slave masters gave us.
Then
yada, yada,
then you let it go.
Like
you can't just keep on. Like the idea of just like,
that is not a true fact, but you know, I'm just saying, you know, because it actually has African ties to like the kente cloth. So
it's a more of a problem if somebody was like offended by a national flag or something, and even then that whole like national patriotism where you can't let go of something even when it's harming somebody else. But like if there was some kind of symbolism that we were using and then it got, you know, compromised in some way, or it never really had good origins, good origin in the first place.
So if you watch yesterday's vlog, we were in Lowe's and Dan was showing a flag and telling you guys about a flag that I don't know, I'm comfortable with it. I've researched it many times and there's no like ill story behind it. There's no history behind it.
But it's the people that are using the flag now is more the problem than
so Dan has done his research, and what did you find about the flag? It's like an anti-capital,
but it's anti like establishment based. I don't
So the
remember
flag is this
entire
yellow
story.
flag. It has a snake on it, and it says "Don't tread on my something."
Yeah,
or
so
other."
the idea was like sending back snakes to, I think, to like the UK
Oh,
in
okay.
as like a protesting, like basically saying like the tyranny of like taxation without representation. I believe, I could be
Yeah, I
wrong.
remember reading
I
something
don't
like
remember
that.
exactly what it, but it was basically like, if you're gonna tax us for this, then like, okay, well, like start sending back snakes for them or whatever. So it was like, it was said as a jest. It's like basically like almost like the first meme historically. But
Yeah.
like, yo, once something start to mean something else, like, yo, me as a Jamaican, right, I will say this, like, I have, yo, my own personal views on certain lifestyles and whatever, but I can tell you, yo, live and let live. Like, yo, do your own thing. Like, as long as you're not infringing on my life, or you're not harming someone else's and infringing on somebody else, do you think whether I agree with it or not? So if I have something that going to go unnecessarily out of my way to offend somebody else because I don't agree with that lifestyle, or I don't subscribe to that lifestyle, that's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not trying to speak in code like, yo, we know Jamaica has a very, or has a history of a very like
What is it?
anti-gay, homophobic, if you want to use that term. I think we misuse the term homophobic, but like anti-gay, anti-this and that and whatever. And to me, like, again, like, I'm not, you know, LGBTQ and whatever, but yo,
Live your life.
I don't, there's
I'm
too
not
much
stopping
other
anybody
things,
from-
there's too much people being oppressed for totally other things, for me to sit down there and be in an oppressed group and then sit down and go, no, but that oppression is cool.
Yeah.
So while I don't subscribe to the lifestyle, like, am I gonna go and, you know, go and fly a flag in my yard that's like an anti, like, pride flag? Like, come on, bro, get over yourself.
Live
And
your
the
life to the best
hypocrisy.
of your ability, and
Yeah.
you know, it is like, it's very hypocritical to be saying, like, as a minority, to be looking at another set of minorities in
Yeah.
today's society and be pointing a finger and be like, no, don't do this X, Y, and Z. And Christians have a tendency to do that. Yo, some of you people are
Because you're getting
blaspheming and
co-opted.
stop.
You're getting co-opted. You're doing all kind of other things that is against the book that you're talking about, but then you keep on wanting to bring
Okay.
up one specific thing in the
Okay.
book that don't mean what you think it mean, right? And go, well, this is anti this and that, and well, you don't care about nothing else written in the book, so why your business with that one thing so much? Like, I don't know.
So
Anyway,
remember that little meme with the little girl, and she's like, oh, maybe we'll stop at Spirit today.
yeah, we'll have some returns. Remember I was saying, well, there's another Halloween store we want to check out. So Spirit is a weird model to people that are not
It's weird to me, and I know it.
no, as I was saying, like, just the business model itself. So this is a store that only exists seasonally, and they always just find like an empty place in it. They're never like a tent setup or
I
like a
think-
temporary
no,
setup.
this is the question though. Do they own the shop all year round and then only set up?
That would be ridiculous.
what I
Like, how
wanna
much
know.
money are you making where you could
You
rent
might.
for the whole year and
You
then
might.
I don't know. And then
might.
why wouldn't you just have the store open all the time
And then
then?
sell other things. I don't understand.
Just
that.
go see
Yeah.
full seasonal then, because
I don't know.
what they basically, Spirit sells like Halloween stuff, right? And what ends up happening is, like, they always find like a retail spot that's empty in a plaza. There's always, unfortunately, in our capitalistic society, always an empty spot, and they come in temporarily, they sell their stuff, and then they disappear almost as quickly as they came.
It's like,
And it's-
what is that? Gremlins? Not gremlins. When
Oh.
they come and like disappear. Think of something. Killer clowns. They come
Like
in.
something like that. I don't know.
was
But
trying
like,
to give you
yeah,
a-
like they're only there for this little bit of time, but it's the same company, and like they look like they're successful with the business model. So I don't know. the more and more I think about it, I'm like, okay, well, it's not like an unsustainable model. There's obviously people that sell online and they don't have any brick and mortar, so these people come and like set up a temporary brick and mortar. But like, you know what I think is more weird about the company? The fact that they have found a way to exist in something that shouldn't exist in our society.
Which one?
Like they're basically living off of the fact that there's always going to be an empty storefront somewhere, an empty spot to be able to rent from.
Yeah, because like think about the one that was at close to Costco. That one was always closed.
The one down south where we were, that was set up, and now they're like, that's where the Nike shop is or whatever in the
where they had the Lowe's and that Loman's.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
Like,
yeah, so where are they? Because that one
but
was
that's
huge.
what I'm saying. It moves, right?
Yeah, it does move.
But it always finds a spot. There's
And
the
always.
Fountains. There was the one in Fountains. There was the one in Pine. What that place name where the pub and all of that is? Pembroke Gardens.
Pembroke Gardens. One.
There's
that was the one.
Like there's always like a spot.
Comment below if you have a spirit Halloween in your neighborhood, and then tell us what is there when they're not there.
With them, kind of, if you have some insight, let us know. Because I'd love to know like that business model. It's just funny because, like I said, it is weird. What is he doing? Sleeping? Or just drinking some? They're practicing to be a sommelier or something.
That's exactly it.
Alright, so we're at Staples. This Staples does passport pictures. For whatever reason, I'm the only one right now with the current passport. But the problem with that is, at some point, my passport going to expire and theirs is not. I guess that's actually not a bad thing, because why would you want all of us to have to get a passport all at the same time, rather than maybe just having to expedite one or something? So we're at the Posner Park Staples, about to go get their passport pictures done. Apparently Lisa knows something that I don't know, because we're preparing for a trip I don't know about yet. But
we're going to Jamaica in February. Booyah! See? Told you. This is what we're here for. Passport pictures, because we always got to be travel ready. All right? Caribbean people, when you need to go home, you need to go home and you need your passport.
Alright, so actually we did that fairly quickly. No wait, and we got through it very fast. What I'm gonna say is gonna sound weird in the fact that it was difficult. Or no, it wasn't difficult. It was a challenge to get him to take his passport picture, but it was a quick challenge. It was over pretty quickly with the two of us, which is why, like, parenting, like I say, it takes a village. Like, you really do. It's so much easier when you handle things with like two parents, and if grandma and auntie and uncle and grandpa and all of those people are involved in a child's life. Trust me, because the two of us was able to manage that task a lot faster than just one. So I can only imagine when you have the households where you're not getting as much time out. Shout out to you guys where like mom goes and handles all of these little things by herself, because it's not easy. It's not. Right now I think Lisa's just paying for it, and I'm just going to walk around and see if I see anything interesting in Staples. Kind of try to keep Kellan entertained. He is getting tired. He had a little bit of a rough night last night. Kept waking up, and I think he couldn't find the pacifier at some point, which means that we need to also start looking to phase out the pacifier. It means nap time is gonna happen in the car at some point. So yeah, we're just walking around looking, not seeing not seeing anything, but not really seeing anything like, wow, look at that crazy thing or whatever. But we don't really need any stationery or anything office related at this point. I do weirdly look forward to when Kellan is in school and he needs like help with like projects and stuff like that. I said that no, so please hold me accountable later on down the line. So yeah. Wow. I don't know what he's saying wow to. Anyway, if we see anything, I'll let you know. If you see us back in the car, I mean, I didn't really say anything worth showing you.
Okay, passport pictures are done. Passport pictures are done. I want you to see mine. This is me. But look at my little prince. Don't mind the one little hair that I retwisted and it didn't shrink up yet. That's our big boy. So it is hot, as you can see.
So we caught the little piece of sunlight that was left. Just let him run outside real quick. The store. We went to where we ended up going. We ended up going to Sam's, BJ's, and did the returns that we had to do, Burlington and some other places. So yeah. Hopefully we can record tonight while I'm out here, if we can get this project done. So this light here, that's disgustingly filling up with bugs. So yeah, that light right there we're going to change to a fan, an indoor outdoor fan with a remote, and keep the remote inside, of course. And then that way we can kind of, if we're barbecuing, run the bugs, keep cool and all of that. My only fear right now is that because the light come down a little further, when we turn on the light, it was probably going to illuminate a little less. It's going to hang down a little lower than this light is obviously now. But when we do it, we'll see how we like it. Getting alerts that we're that there's spotting things on the camera. Yeah. Baba, if you take the ball, then you're not going to have no ball for play around back there. The spider thing has calmed down a lot since we've been trying to spray, and funny enough, I started seeing a whole bunch of things on TikTok about, you see, now you got lost the ball. I don't know where you throw the ball there too. Don't be so careless with your balls. Today was a good day, a good outing. Learn a little bit more around the area. Didn't get to cook. Probably definitely take out something to cook for tomorrow and chill before I go back to work. The good thing with going back to work is it'll only be like 2 days, it won't be 3 days. I'm going to try stop working the 3 days straight. Also, I think the benefit to that will be like, if they do ask me to work like an extra day, I won't feel so bad about doing it. Hold on. Daddy duties are getting told I have to pick him up. See you guys inside.
Alright, so the last time I think we checked in, we were at BJ's. Then we went to Sam's Club to literally pick up one thing, and then Dan ended up grabbing a bunch of other things. But there were things that we needed. There was this sausage. I think I showed you this, guys, last time. We haven't finished wiping down any of the items, but I wanted you to see this sausage. Is so good. So I thought it was Costco, but it's actually Sam's Club we got it from. Is it in the refrigerator section?
Yeah.
Alright, it's in the refrigerator section, but we cook it like a hot dog. It's a beef snack stick. So you're supposed to just eat it, but we grilled it and put it in a hot, and literally ate it as a hot dog. So good. This is a beef collagen casing. I already explained to you, it's difficult sometimes to get natural casings that are like lamb or beef. A lot of times it's a beef hot dog or beef sausage in pork casing. So the fact that this has beef collagen casing is like a win for us. So it's not a snack. We did try it, like a bit of it as a snack, and it wasn't bad, but I saw it and I was like, I want to grill this like a hot dog, and we did, and it was next level. You heard Dan in the background. He really did love it. But this orange juice, this 100% orange juice, fresh squeezed daily, it doesn't last. Expiration date is 8/20. but it tastes so nice. It tastes so nice. It tastes like Jamaican fresh orange juice. Like, I'm tempted to be like, yo, this is gonna be a weekly thing. When Dad is coming from work, I'm gonna beg him to stop and get this, because I would have been like, oh, get 2 of them, but because it's fresh squeezed and you want to keep it fresh, it's probably like a once a week thing. But it tastes so nice. I'm gonna pour some for Dad for him to taste it, but I just wanted you guys to kind of know what happened after the BJ's. And then we stopped at a Jamaican restaurant. We're trying out Joni's Island Twist. We just got 1 meal.
Yeah, so big up Joni's, and any Caribbean place are always going to try support. I'll give my honest review. Could be a little bit more flavorful as far as the spice part. I think it might be just
let's open it up and kind of explain that.
Might just be the clientele that they cater to.
The rice
and peas. Is
this shelly rice? Okay, this, I do like the rice. The gravy or something is like kind of sweet. There's a sweet flavor in it.
Yeah, so
there's a sweetness. What is it like?
There's something about this that don't taste like our Jamaican.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't taste like.
Milk or something.
Yes, it has a softness like there's coconut milk in it, but it just tastes like a different Caribbean island.
It looks right, but yeah,
it looks right, but there's a
don't
flavor.
Taste like what we know, rice and peas, and it don't taste bad.
It doesn't taste bad. That's the thing. Don't taste like but the oxtail, I'm gonna kind of dig down so you can see the gravy. It looks a little greasy. It tastes kind of like a pressure cooked, not like a cooked down with like pepper and thing like that. And again, you know, maybe they're trying to do a less spicy that other people can try. The cabbage, really, you know, like, the rice.
The rice. Maybe more like like gungo peas and rice taste. The rice in the gungo peas and rice, it have more of that flavor than our rice and peas.
Take a picture of the QR code that is here. If you want to order from there, you can do that. But yeah, just the look of it, I was looking for more like a brown gravy. This is just look like the dregs of the meat and not the. So that's kind of what I had a problem with.
I think it's one of a kind. There's something special about your love. I want it all the time.